A while ago, I made a video that was an introduction to Slavic paganism, and you guys seem to really like it. So today we're going to dive a bit deeper and dig into one of the most popular characters from Slavic folklore known as the Baba Yaga. So let's jump right into it. Baba Yaga is an elusive character that is really difficult to fully understand, and there are many different stories that portray her in a variety of ways. Sometimes she is a deadly obstacle for those that come onto her path, and other times she acts as a benefactor and uses her magic to assist others. Usually she is depicted as an old hag living in a hut deep in the woods. Her hut stands on chicken legs that allow her to move throughout the forest. When the hut moves, it spins and emits a terrifying screeching noise. And outside her hut, she has a fence made out of old human bones. Baba Yaga herself is described as thin and bony, and in the stories she is sometimes found stretched out against a giant oven that stretches from one end of the hut to the other. This sounds kind of weird until you look at the size of some historical Russian ovens. Yeah, that is a bed on top of the oven. I mean, I guess it's a good way to keep warm. Another really interesting feature about Baba Yaga is that she rides a mortar and pestle. She uses the pestle like a rudder to guide her flight, and together she uses the two pieces to grind up the bones of the people she eats. So, quite a disturbing image. Baba Yaga appears in countless Slavic folktales and stories. And sometimes she is not even depicted as one person, but is depicted as three different sisters. For example, in the 19th century story, The Maiden Tsar, Ivan, the main character, encounters the three Baba Yaga sisters one by one. The youngest sister is the most fearsome and tries to devour him, but before she can, Ivan blows a magical horn 3 times and a firebird flies into the hut. The firebird is an important magical creature in Slavic folklore and can either help the hero or be a harbinger of doom. Luckily for Ivan, the firebird allows him to jump on his back, and together they escape the clutches of Baba Yaga. The most popular story featuring Baba Yaga is probably the Russian fairy tale called Vasilisa the Beautiful. Vasilisa is a Cinderella-type character with an evil stepmother. Her stepmother gives her a series of difficult chores to complete, but all the candles are put out, so Vasilisa goes into the woods in hopes that she will receive some candlelight from Baba Yaga. She also takes with her a small magical doll that helps lead her to Baba Yaga's hut in the forest. When she finally meets Baba Yaga, she is given a list of seemingly impossible chores to complete before she is given the candlelight that she desires. Baba Yaga then leaves her hut, and Vasilisa and her magical doll work together to complete the chores. When Baba Yaga returns, she is surprised that all the chores were completed, and she rewards Vasilisa by giving her a skull with burning coals that she can take back to her family for light. Before Vasilisa leaves, she asks the identity of 3 strange men riding horses that she saw during her journey. Baba Yaga responds that the white rider is the day, the red rider is the sun, and the black rider is the night. I find this detail really interesting. It kind of reminds me how in Slavic mythology there are 3 important figures called the morning star, the evening star, and the midnight star. At the end of the fairy tale, Vasilisa returns to her stepmother and stepsisters, and the skull with the burning coals, it incinerates her entire evil family so that Vasilisa can live out her life in peace. So it's kind of a disturbing ending, but it is definitely memorable. Those are just examples of 2 stories that feature Baba Yaga, but she has really been featured in countless artworks, literature, movies, and TV shows. And I wonder what it is about her that resonates so much with people. There must be something going on in these stories that's really connecting with our subconscious. On the one hand, her stories share a lot of similarities with other European folktales such as Cinderella and Hansel and Gretel. And like many other European witches, Baba Yaga most often appears as a hideous hag with frightening features. In my view, the archetype of the witch is really powerful, which is why it appears so prominently in folklore. And while the witch appears in almost all cultures, each culture always presents its own unique version of this archetype. So here in the stories of Baba Yaga, we see a uniquely Slavic conception of the witch archetype, and her stories likely reveal certain ancestral and subconscious insights into Slavic culture. I'm personally not Slavic, so I may never fully understand the depths of this folklore, though I can clearly see that the stories of Baba Yaga are something special, and her tales are definitely worth preserving for future generations. Next, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Did you grow up with the stories of Baba Yaga, or is this folklore new to you? So share your thoughts down below in the comments, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye!